This is not a new book. Many of you have probably already read it, if not multiple times. If you haven't read it, it is really easy to look up Covey's 7 Principles of Highly Effective People online, and you'll see numerous summaries of what the 7 principles are. I see no reason to repeat that here and now, but I just wanted to give you a different perspective and a reason to reread or reuse this book on an ongoing basis. And I think let's start off with this illustration. What do you see in that picture? Some of you will see an old lady. Some of you will see a young lady. And some of you, if you look long enough, will see both. Now, the full description, of course, is in the book, but people see different things, and really, that's the value of this book. It really gets to grips with human behaviour and how we can be more effective as individuals in life and in business. So let's look at something else. This little Venn diagram here with habits in the middle. You can see that habits is at the intersection between skills, knowledge, and desire. So I would urge you to look at those seven habits and apply the thinking that says, "Oh, what desire have I got to do this? Why do I want to do this? Do I need any more skills to be more effective in this area? And have you got the knowledge?" Ask yourself those things, and that may be a different way, a deeper way for you to relate to those 7 habits and make those that you choose your own to develop and enhance your business and your life. Now, the 7 principles, as you can briefly see on this diagram, he breaks down into 2 areas. I'm going to reference the book here. One is a kind of private victory for yourself. So that's where being proactive comes in. That's where beginning with the end in mind and have goals comes in, and putting first things first comes in. And then he goes on to the public victory. And the really interesting thing, when I've looked back at this inaugural book, and you can see from mine it's quite yellow. I've had it for a number of years. I realised that quite a few of the principles that we remind people of and use in our coaching day to day. And don't forget that coaching might be a profession for me, but the abilities to ask, coach, and develop your teams and the people we work with is a vital skill to propel ourselves forward in business. Some of the models are things that have either directly from here or derived from here. The circle of concern is a great concept that I suggest you revisit, and really helps you to focus on what you can influence and what you can't. I won't go into any more details now. There is a whole section in terms of beginning with the end of mind, in terms of principles of personal management. In fact, the time management matrix of things, you probably can't see it there, but things that are urgent and important. I use that all the time, myself and with clients, a slightly adapted version to really help people focus on the stuff that's important to them. And if you want a perspective on it, where it came from originally, it's right here. This whole section on managing yourself and managing your time is definitely worth a reread if that is something that you could improve on. And most people I meet admit that time management, as we know it, is something that they can improve on. So definitely reread this. Gives you another great tool of defining roles for yourself within your life. We all have different roles. So I might have as a role as a coach to my client. I might have a role at developing and progressing and growing my business. I have a role as a father to my two daughters. I have a role as a husband. If you think of your roles in life, all of those things really help you to set objective of what's really important and break down a question that some people find hard to answer. That's on the internal side, and then it goes on to the external side. And again, another tool that we consistently use it's right here. That tool of identifying win-win situations. How to do it is all within this book. I could go on, but I'm not going to spend hours talking about it. The key thing is that I recommend that everyone dips in and rereads this book. You can either pick the chapter that sounds most appealing as to what you need in business now, the habit you want to hone in and develop, and focus on that. Or I'm going to draw your attention to at the back of the book, or certainly in my ancient copy here, there is a problem opportunity index. So you can look for the potential problem. So it's broken down: growth and change, personal leadership, personal management, and then then what you can look up within those areas. So planning systems that don't work, efficiency, and it tells you where in the book that you can find that. So the index on this book alone is a real great source for you to dip into the problem or the challenge that you're facing right now. So if it's not appropriate for you to make time to reread the whole book or a chapter, use it as a reference guide to direct and improve your effectiveness as a human in life and in business. Enjoy rereading and benefiting again of this inaugural work of Covey. Fantastic book. Continue to enjoy and benefit. Good luck.